What's up, guys? It's Caliber here.
And the Beast.
And it's Oddmouth.
Yeah.
We were not prepared for this with Thanksgiving and
No.
everything. We just kind of we didn't plan for it like we normally do. But that's besides the point. We'll run with something. What are you vaping on, Beast? Mod and juice.
I am vaping on the mag with the Dead Rabbit. Vaping on.
You
Or
mean the
not Dead
drop
Rabbit.
dead?
Drop Dead. Exactly. See, they look so much similar. Um, and vaping on Humble VT. They vape the Rainbow, which is like a mixed fruit type of deal. And they got new models now, which is kind of cool. They're all smoked out, which is kind of aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. I just vaping on an oldie of mine, the RX Gen 3 with the Dead Rabbit RDA, and the juice I'm using is peanut butter and Jerry. It's peanut butter and Jerry e-juice, peanut butter and Jerry e-juice, peanut butter and jelly e-juice, and it is made by Vapor Jerry and Cloud Vapor.
Nice.
I think I don't really know. Manufactured by Gripham LLC in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago.
There you go, you Illinoisans, or however, whatever you're called. I can pronounce it properly. Don't worry. I don't say Illinois. That is a stupid way of saying it. It's Illinois. Anyways, I will tell you, one thing I would love to get my hands on is that triple RTA by Vaping with Twisted 420 and Vandy Vape. The reason why I want to get my hands on it is because I kind of want to, I'm tired of dual coil. I'm really tired of dual coil. Now I could go get something like the Mason 40 millimeter dripper. Build like, what is it, quad coils? Or like,
Yeah.
or is it 8 coils, and you can build 8 coils in it?
I think you can go up to 8.
Yeah, 4 on each side, put it that way. Have a total of 8 coils set. Now that would be badass, but that thing's kind of, it's kind of expensive, I'm not going to lie. Vaping can be expensive. And when you get up into the upper brands, like, even with mods, you get up into the DNAs and all that. Shit is just like, what is it, like $300 for a DNA? DNA 200? Something around there. And it's just an expensive hobby, so I stick with my Rouleaus. I got 2 Rouleaus in my collection. One that I use quite frequently, which is the RX2 2700, which is a really good 200 watt box mod. Takes dual 2700s, or I believe, no, it's just dual 2700s or dual 18650. I thought it may have taken 21700s, but no, it doesn't. And then I just got a little triple guy here. Fucking love this thing. I don't know if it's doing actual 300 watts when you have it maxed out, but I like it. Personally, it's one of the smallest triple 18650 box mods I've ever had. Well, it's the second one I've had, because I've only had... See, the funny thing is, I had the RX-23, which was a good mod, don't get me wrong. I don't know what happened to it. But it started heating up. I think a cable came loose or something shorted out in it because it was heating up around the fire button. But the neat trick with that is you can actually use it triple 18650, or you can use dual 18650. So at that point, I said I wasn't getting another RX or Wismec mod. But look at me, I ended up with the RX Gen 3 and the RX 2700. Which both I love dearly. I will say this. I don't know what metal they're using for this, but this thing generates a lot of fucking heat. Which is about dead, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to something else. I know what I can bring out. The blade.
Ooh, there you go.
Pull that out. Grab my 2700s. Alright. that over. Put that like that. Pop this in. Take this RDA off because this needs to be re-wicked. Put the dead rabbit on it, and we're good to go.
Nice.
I hope Council of Vapor. I think that's who makes the Royal Hunter X. Let's see. Council of Vapor. I hope that they make another Royal Hunter, but that's squonkable. The Royal Hunter X2. Or Royal Hunter 2. Something like that. Because I like the Royal Hunter line. I mean, I had the original Royal Hunter. Then I got this Royal Hunter. And I've liked Royal Hunter. They were some pretty good cloud chasing RDAs for what they were. Oh, I forgot. You gotta... This mod is funny. Because most mods, when you put batteries in them, right? They automatically turn on. This, you have to press the button 5 times to turn it on. So that's a good thing. Wait, what is this vaping at? 80 watts? Okay. Oh, fuck my life. These batteries are about dead, too. I could have swore I... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't charge these. Never mind. That's right. I was using these batteries in my Tesla XT. Remember when we were talking about your father and everything? That's the mod I was vaping on that night.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, these batteries are about dead. Luckily, I brought I believe I brought two 18650s with me. Pretty sure I did. I hope I did. Yeah, okay, I did bring two 18650s with me, so we're good on that department. But you had gotten something you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah, I did. Since I was vaping on the mag, I remembered that I was seeing something about it, and I did a little bit of research on it a little bit. Because I've actually kind of wanted to see it come out, because I have mixed feelings about it, is what it is. Smok is coming out with a new version of the mag, I guess is the best way to put it, instead of... it's called the Mag Grip. It is a single battery mod. It goes... But it can handle your 21700s, your 2700s, and your 18650s. Depending on the obviously the battery is what it goes up to. I think like 85 watts is the max for the 18650, and the 2700 and the 21700 are your 100 watt max. It's basic same design for the locking mechanism that I'm seeing on here. But the shape of it, though, like it is. The one thing is, it does look really nice. Even the mag look nice. The mag aesthetically pleasing.
The mag is a nice mod. The biggest issue with it is if you get it anywhere near vibration, it'll wear that retainer out that holds the mag into place.
Exactly. Now, with this being with only having to hold one battery up per se with the weight, it might be better off, because it is, the dual was kind of a bit much. So I don't know. That's where I'm kind of mixed feelings about it, because I'm like, as a single battery mod, maybe it might be a better option. They did what the T-Priv did with the screen, and they put it on the top of the mod, which I think, and it kind of overhangs the back of your hand right here. So your screen's going to be like right in that area. And I think that's kind of nice. It's a very basic, generic screen, though. Right, it's not like colored or anything like the mag would have been.
Let's see. Function key. What's this? F11. So my viewers, our viewers, understand what the hell we're talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and look it up.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah. I mean, I could share mine. I'm already on the page if you want to.
Oh yeah, go ahead and do that. Put your computer to the test.
Yeah, sure will. Okay, let's see here. What I got to do here?
Double squares.
The double squares? Okay, I see it. Share. I don't need sound, so let's do there. Boom. There we go.
Oh god, there I am.
There you are. Okay, there we go. You know, advertisements out the door. I mean, that's pretty badass advertisement right there, though. Grip the best grip. It's got the. It's pretty.
I'm not gonna lie,
gnarly.
that like it's awesome but ugly at the same time.
Oh, it is. It's ugly, but it almost. I mean, it has that look where it's like I don't know. Like in the hand, I think it would look better, but by itself, it's just like, what the fuck is that thing? They changed the. As you can see right here, they changed the flower design. Cause you used to call it the flower button. They actually made it look kind of like the back of a bullet, which I think is kind of cool. Screen placement I like. Control buttons right here, right on the top, which I think is pretty nifty as well. And then kind of go down here. There's the colors you kind of get to choose from. It's I would knowing how they are, I thought there would be a little bit more color options. But I mean, the colors they do have, they're not bad, I guess. But that's what you're coming with. You got your. It comes with this new version of the Baby Beast. Basically, it's version 2, and it also has like those ones. Actually, I'll show you that in a second. Here, I kind of see that they actually have color options for this, but they don't have very many colors for the actual mod and the actual tank yet, which I think is kind of interesting. Kind of funny in the same way. But the ones you're going to get in there is the mesh coil, and then you have also the quadruple coil that comes with it. And obviously everything else usually. The adapter. I don't even know how their adapter really is. I don't know if it's a soft adapter, if it's going to be a hard adapter. By the looks of it, it's going to be a hard, like a plastic adapter. It looks like a hard plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I've always used the like the silicone adapter, so I'm really not too sure how the plastic ones hold up. They probably hold up better, probably.
They're
Over
definitely
time.
easier to get out. I'll give them that.
Yeah, that's what I would figure. Well, that bubble glass though, look at that. That is gnarly. How like
I think
low
it's fucking
profile that
wide.
is. It's so wide and it's so narrow at the same time, like short. It's just a weird design. As you go
It's
through
like
here,
Roy.
yeah, yeah. But here's basically the screen. They're not talking about any color options that you can do with the screen, so I'm assuming it's just this basic like little readout screen.
I
That's
have
kind of
one
a down-
issue with that, and a lot of people experience this. Well, I don't know if that will have that issue, but one issue that a lot of people have had, because I believe, what was it, the HPRIV had the screen on the top?
Mhm.
And the problem with that is because even RDAs tend to splurge a little juice at times, that what would end up happening is that juice would get up underneath the screen.
Oh, yeah, I could see that happening on that. I mean, I like it at the same time, but I mean, it being angled, I just don't know how it would work. I mean, like, it looks like it'd be, I mean, like, I like how it'd fit in the hand. They don't really give a good picture of the actual, like, the 510 connection on the actual mod itself, which I was kind of trying to figure out what about that. But this is basically what you're looking at, the so-called magazine, and single battery, obviously, like we were saying. Like I said, with the weight not being as predominant, it might be hold up better. But again, they're using the same locking mechanism as the other one did. So I mean, I can only imagine that it would be the same way or the same wear if you put under vibration. They're saying that it can charge from the port, which probably wouldn't recommend. But I mean, it being single might be able to do it. I don't.
All right, so all right, so I have this thing, and this ain't even my thing. It's anything that takes. All right, so any mod that takes dual 18650, do not charge your batteries. But if you're in the case, Terra, you don't have a lot of money and the only like your batteries only or not your battery, but your mod's only a single battery mod, then yeah, that's fine.
Well, there you go. I mean,
Because you have to understand one thing. Um, when you're trying to charge two batteries inside of a mod, first off, it's not going to be a balanced charged.
right.
Not to mention, you're also going to have both those batteries trying to pull power from that one little USB port.
Yep.
If it's one battery, the USB port can handle it. There's two batteries, you can end up pulling too much power through it. You can burn it out, and stuff like that.
Yep. Mm.
I always say, if it's dual battery, don't charge it that way. If it's single battery, yeah, that's fine.
But they do say there's upgrades coming out. I don't really know of any mag upgrades. I never really looked it up really, but I'm assuming there is some. But here's a better look at the actual, because it comes in a kit, obviously. Here's a better look at that version 2 of the baby.
I honestly wish Smok, whatever you want to call them, I wish they would stop making tanks because they suck at it.
Yeah, yeah. There's their different ones. This one is pre-installed in there, and then you get this one that includes in the kit. You have your two optionals. The one that's installed is a mesh. Then you have your quadruple.
Although I would
coil.
like to try out their mesh coils, to be honest.
I would. There it is right there. A better picture of the inside. That looks actually pretty clean. So I mean, if it's as good as this picture shows on here, which we all know, pictures and advertisements. And
Well, from what wait, go back up.
Uh huh.
It looks like they are using if that's actual pictures of their coils, which I don't think it is, but it looks like they're using a lot less cotton than what they normally use.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if they would finally get the hint that they were using too much cotton from the get-go.
It would be nice, yeah. But then you have then it goes down to here, and with all these color options you have with each of the coils with the rainbow, and you're wondering like it doesn't even come in a rainbow color pattern the whole mod or the thing. But obviously here's like the tank opening. They made the slot a little bit bigger than it was, not much bigger, but bigger.
From what it looks like, now this could just be me, but it looks like they adopted the latch design from the TFE 12.
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah.
With the button to where it locks into place, so you're not accidentally bumping your top cap over.
Yeah, which I mean that's a good design. But they're still using this very oblong. Well, it's on the top part, so actually that would probably be better. Because remember, they used to put it right here. So I mean, this actually might be a better design altogether.
The problem, another problem I had with Smok tanks is the fact that they were hard to fill up.
Yeah, yeah.
If you had anything bigger than a gorilla tip or a unicorn tip, might as well hang that shit up.
Yeah, this one says it's supposed to be larger, so we'll see. I mean, future will tell that one, and I'm sure another things. Gold. It has a gold-plated 510. Again, I wish this is 16 millimeter. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Then you got your Cobra tips that they kind of went
But I tell
into.
you, they're really trying to milk the shit out of the fucking TFE line.
Yeah, they are. They always have. Ever since they went into that whole thing, it was kind of that's all they kind of dropped everything else and went with that. Again, I wish they would show the deck for the 510 connection. I really wish they would show that, but they didn't. They have not. You can kind of see it, but it looks like there's no plate there at all, is it?
No, it looks like it's all one piece.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that at all. Yeah, it looks like it's all... I mean, I guess it is metal up here. So, I mean, like... I guess you really wouldn't need a deck, I guess, but... I don't know. It just seems like he would have to have a deck of some sort.
That blue looks sick though.
Oh, doesn't it? That blue does look freaking just the bomb.
I hope my vape
Um,
shop gets that because I'd so buy that stuff.
honestly, it's like I'm iffy about it, but I kind of want to get it just to see how it is. Um, the only problem is I don't know if I want to spend the money on it, considering I know what their price range is on them. Which it's going to be they're going to with the being in the kit, they're going to shove it in the $100 range.
Yeah, most
And am I
likely.
gonna am I gonna want to spend $100 on a
Well, I don't
freaking?
know. I didn't pay that much for my alien kit.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think I paid like around $60, $70 for the alien kit. No,
I'm
it
just
was cheaper than that because the day I got my alien kit, I originally went there to buy a hybrid mechanical, and I ended up getting the alien kit instead. So it was around $50, $60. But then again, it was a little bit while after the alien came out too. So there's that.
right. But yeah, I mean that's Read this real quick.
Got the notifications.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have to, like, if Beast wants to show something, he has a decent enough computer. Actually, his computer's better than mine, to be honest. The only
Yeah.
difference between mine is my laptop's not a gaming laptop, and mine's portable, his is not, so his has full power pretty much at his disposal.
Right.
But now,
Yours has to,
if we're ever doing my mouth or something, and he wants to show something, I legit don't think I don't think that Camel laptop would be able to handle screen sharing.
I think right when you push that button, it's gonna prompt something. It's gonna have like something you've never seen before. It's like, are you really sure about this?
But we're not here to talk about laptops. But no, that Mag Grip looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolute.
Looks cool, no doubt. But like he's already looking at new mods, and I'm still over here waiting for my vape shop to get the drop dead. I swear, if they
That's
don't
the
get
one
it
thing.
soon, I'm gonna go to my grandparents and be like, we gotta order this online. That's something I would wait for. But hopefully, knowing if I order online or I get it at a different vape shop, this is some funny shit. This is actually how this went. So you remember, you sent me the dead rabbit, right? And then I
Yeah.
wanted to buy another dead rabbit so I'd have one to squonk with, right?
Right.
After I got my second dead rabbit, guess which vape shop gets the dead rabbits in?
What's that?
My normal one.
Oh gosh.
So I'm gonna wait a
That's
little
how it
bit.
works.
It's not really something I direly need right now. It's like the fucking
I mean,
dead
I
rabbit's
think I
just as
mentioned.
good.
I think I mentioned this before. It really depends on what you're going to use it for. They advertise it as a great squonker. I beg to differ. I think it's not that great of a squonker. It doesn't have the capability of doing it. Yes. The problem I have with it is that the pen that it comes with is, I think, too long because it actually protrudes out of the bottom of the deck. So it's not able to suck in all the excess juice. So you have leakage issues. It's just going to be over squonked at all times. I mean, it's going to be have too much juice in the whole thing to be a good squonk for me. Again, now when you put the regular pen back in it, the solid pen as a dripper, it's awesome because of the same fact that makes it not a good squonker to me. It's got a really big juice well, so you can
All right, hold
juice
yours
that thing
up.
up.
Take the top cap off yours. The juice well on the dead rabbit is almost non-existent. Like, look how high that shit is.
Yeah, it's high and it's deep in there. I mean,
Although, I am going to say this about your computer, that is one thing you're going to have to eventually get, and that is webcam with autofocus.
yeah, I just got the cheapest one for right now. I just did it for right. I didn't actually come with one. The actual monitor didn't have one.
How much did you pay for yours?
The
The one you
the
have right?
webcam.
Yeah.
Oh, the web. Like freaking. I think it was like $20.
Yeah, you could have spent a little bit more and got the same. If you're the
This is the. I mean, like literally it went from that, and then it went up to like the one I was wanting to get, which was $100. So that was like literally the two price options I had. I didn't have. I think it's because of the holidays coming up at this point, but those were literally the two options I had. Was I had this, which was just a Logitech, and the other one was the one I wanted to get, which was a Razer. It had like a nice had like the actual light halo around it,
hmm
and that's the one I wanted to get, but that was $100, and me just getting the computer and Christmas coming up and all that stuff, it wasn't really in the cards at
I'll
this
tell
point.
you,
But
if you don't have the money for the Razer one, like if you don't ever have the money for it, get the one I have. It's not a bad little webcam. Like it with Skype and all that, it does 720p, which to me isn't that bad. Because if I want to make 1080p videos, I'm just gonna do it from my phone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely.
I'll do it from my phone. I'm not going to. I don't need to spend so much on a webcam. Like the one I can't remember. I think the one that Kyle has is like $80.
It ain't bad either.
I think it's
Like I don't think they're.
he has the 900
I,
series.
I'm not even hating on the. It's not even the price that really bothered me, which is at the time, that it has to be. So, I mean, again, yours is not bad either. I like yours too. This one supposedly does 720 at 30 frames per second or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
that's about what mine does. I think I got to figure out how to do it. I don't know if I ever figure out how to change it. But if you could download a recording program, this one actually does 1080p recording, but just recording with
right,
live streams and Skype and all that. Which like video chatting and live streams, it's 720. It is what it is.
right.
But how often do I do live streams? Like other than making Skype videos like we do, how often do I ever go live? Not very
Right.
often. And if I do go live, I typically go live on my phone.
Right.
But we need to get back to Mod Mouth. So, point blank, the mag grip. Well, I can sum it up in two words: ugly as shit and awesome.
Right. An ugly, beautiful mod. So ugly, it's kind of little niche in it. Again, the mag series. I mean, let's be blunt about it. It's a gimmick. This one is the same basic thing. They're trying to feed off that whole magazine release gimmick or whatever it is. Does it make it a bad? Yeah, it's just as good as any Smok is. I mean, like, it's got the same chipset as the rest of them does. So I mean, really, it's kind of up to your preference. If you don't like the company based on their performance, it's not going to be up your alley. To me, it's run of the mill. I don't really have too many issues with their chipset. I mean, there is sometimes where on this one particular, this mag, I'll press the fire button, it doesn't respond. But it's only like one click. It's like usually in a blue moon, it's like something like you just press it again, it goes back to normal. If that's like too much of a hassle for you, obviously not up your alley. But if it's just something that doesn't bother you, little niches or whatever, it's not bad. Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to S13_the Beast. Anyways, guys, this is Beast and Caliber signing out.